So as promised, I told you I would give you some women who I admire in business, and Leilani is one of those women. Now, you and I have known each other for a long time. And I think that if I showed you my teenage son, who's now turning 17, we met as women entrepreneurs back when I was pregnant with my son, so 18 years ago. And we both decided we were going to take this full-time course. It was super intensive. They had it was a women in business group that chose us to participate, and you know, here we are, like 18 years later, and we're
still doing it.
We're still doing it. You know, we're still doing what we do. I want to talk to you about how COVID has or has not affected you as a businesswoman, and part of my goal is to just inspire whoever you are out there to, if you do have this dream, life happens, both good and bad, and you've got to, sort of stay on course. So for you, being in the cosmetics industry, making beautiful products, tell me a bit about how you got involved in your industry, first of all.
Okay, so my background's in film and TV, so I do makeup and hair, but I'm one of few in Canada that specialize in paramedical corrective makeup and tattooing.
Right.
So through our Face the Future program, I was volunteering my time with the burn cancer trauma units, styling wigs, tattooing areolas on after breast reconstruction, and doing corrective makeup. And I had kit loads of makeup, and back then it was just full of fillers and chemicals, and I was like, there's got to be something better.
Which is so wrong, though. Like, here you are taking care of women who are being overloaded by their cancer, and now they're putting product that's not going to help them in the recovery. So
yeah, and I thought there has to be something better, and there just wasn't. There really wasn't back then. You know, we're going quite a few years back. So that led me to research ingredients, good and bad. I came up with a skincare cover stick that was just so incredible for these cancer patients. I thought, what about everyone who's been burned and scarred? So then I was working on like people that really needed eye lines and lip lines and a lot of help. So I needed more products. So I was just so naive and thought, well, I think it'll be easy. I can just create a line.
That's what good entrepreneurs do, though. They push the cart before the horse.
You just have to jump. You just have to do it. And so today we have plant-powered, vegan, gluten-free, fragrance-free, cruelty-free, clean cosmetics.
But you were doing this before it was even a buzzword. You were doing clean products before it was even a thing.
No, and you know what? I didn't even realize myself what that would mean to the everyday woman today.
Yeah.
So we distribute in drug, grocery, and health food stores across Canada. And so when COVID hit, it hit. We were not allowed in the stores. Our reps were not allowed in the stores. There were no orders being taken in the stores. It was essential stuff only.
Yeah.
And literally, we stopped.
Yeah.
And I just went, holy, now what? But as an entrepreneur, when you're down on the ground, you pick yourself back up, and I had to pivot. And luckily, digital e-commerce was happening major, just even prior to COVID. And so I had to pivot the entire business online, basically, overnight. So it has been a challenge because I wasn't an online company.
You're a very hands-on person. Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, and you can't just start a company today and expect that, they will come, right? So it's been very challenging, but we are alive in the market today because the product speaks for itself.
What is your one takeaway for women in business who are thinking about starting a company or are at a point like you were facing challenges during COVID? What's your one? I mean, because we've been doing it for a long time, so have I. What's your takeaway for them?
Well, I think one thing is that I always say that I was never book smart. I couldn't pass a math test if I tried. And the fact that I'm running a company, you can do it because now they're my numbers. Yeah. They're not algebra. They're my numbers of what I bring in and what I put out, and all of a sudden, all that becomes clear. So So, you know, take your talents, take something you love, and then stay in your lane, stay focused, and just keep going, keep building, keep growing, and yeah, I mean,
you know what? And there are so many women out there who would love to give you a hand, to give you advice. I always say, you know, what you can't do, seek advice and you'll find it. There's just enough women's groups out there to help you as well. But I think that, you know, use any downtime that you may be experiencing during COVID, if you are, as a time to, you know, start something really exciting.
Yeah, and I think more so with women because the network we have, you know, you can't be good at everything. You can't, and you've got to seek out people who are skilled in that area. But what's so great is that with women, we're willing to help each other. Like I have skills that you may need, and you have skills that you know I need, and so that's what is so wonderful, is that we have this network to draw on, and so there's no excuse not to do it.
And you know what, I've also learned, I'm very much a control freak, an A-type personality. What I've learned in 20 plus years of doing business is that I am more than happy to give this chunk of stuff that I can't deal with to somebody else that I know that has a better talent than me. So don't ever think that bringing people on your team means relinquishing control, because you will get to where you need to go faster if you surround yourself with great talent.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I probably have 10% of the talent in my company, and everyone else around me is the basis. Thank you as always for being on the show. If you want some amazing product that is good for you and healthy makeup, please, our website, Leilani's website is below. Go give her a visit and support local women in business. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thanks.